Welcome back, friends. We are only 2 days away from the official start of winter, but that's just a date on the calendar, right? The more important thing is cold weather's already here, and bitterly cold temperatures are on the way a little later this week. So it is absolutely time to make sure that that fireplace and chimney are safe to use. James Anderson has seen it all, trust me, in the world of masonry and chimneys. He is the president of Approved Home Improvements. He's in the studio this morning. James, how are you?
Just fine. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing great. So if somebody has found out, a homeowner has found out or has been told that their chimney is not in proper working order, not safe to light, what can they do about it? What are the options?
I mean, we would prefer they give us a call and we come out and take a look at it, but if they've been told or have written documentation of the exact problem, a lot of times they can contact the office and we can, between the internet and the phone, we can give them a good idea of what their problem is and see if they're interested in proceeding forward and trying to resolve it.
I wasn't really kidding when I said that this guy's seen everything. He gave us a couple of photos of things that he's come across on the job, and one of them, you're looking down a chimney here from the top. You're going to look at the flue lining, which is all cracked on the side. Why is that a warning sign? Why is that a problem?
That's past a warning sign. Hopefully the fire department responded to this one. That's how bad that one is. So, and the simple thing is you can eliminate that. Most of these are 100% preventable by simply cleaning the chimney, because there was fuel in there that caught on fire after it burned in the fireplace where it's visible in the flue, and that caused all that damage.
And those cracks, you've taught me over the years, that's an opportunity for fire to get out of the chimney and into the home, and that's when you really got a problem.
What you got to understand, during the occurrence when it's happening, all that black stuff you see in there now is a liquid. And that liquid goes down by gravity through those cracks and spreads to the dwelling. So once those cracks happen, it ain't just the smoke and the fire you're worried about, it's the liquid. It's almost like, I mean, it just goes everywhere.
You've told us time and time again how important really a pretty inexpensive chimney cap is in keeping the fire where it's supposed to be, but this is where you know something's gone wrong. There's been a fire in that chimney, right? Because it's so hot it warped the top of the chimney cap.
The chimney cover is melted down. The homeowner that actually thought that was just a normal operational occurrence of the chimney, but no, to somebody that comes out of professional is going to look at that and go, you exceeded your operational heat of that chimney and you shouldn't light it until a close look has been taken at it.
Speaking of fires in the chimney, here is proof positive that there was a fire, because you're seeing soot, creosote, I don't know, what is that black stuff all around the top of the chimney?
That was a powder when that collected in your chimney. That's how the process goes. But when it collects and burns again for fuel, it turns to liquid, and it just doesn't stop until it is completely burnt down, and then it almost looks like an asphalt on the roof. That is why that chimney cover is so important. All that stuff laying on that crown fell off when the cover was pulled off. If the cover wouldn't have been on that home, that would have spread to the roof.
Yikes, and those shingles will go up quick.
That's right.
It's dangerous. There are other companies, you know this because you're a business guy, that do this kind of work in town. What is it that makes Approved Home Improvements different from the other companies that do similar work?
We clean and service all kinds of fireplace, but our specialty is a masonry fireplace. And the best way I can explain the difference, what we can do to your masonry chimney, if you've got damage, we can do a lot, and if you don't, we can still do a lot with it. The best way I can explain it, imagine you have a car built in the 60s. A lot of homes in St. Louis were built in the 60s. Yep. No airbags, no collapsible steering console, no power brakes. There's so many things on that car, even though it looks the same, is not the same. That's what we do to your fireplace. We come in and we take everything that you're looking at and we will totally transform it to where it doesn't look the same, but it'll have the same functions, size openings, and the safety will be dramatically induced. Just for instance, your heat rating almost doubles when we leave for what the safe operating temperature is. And in the event that you have occurrence of a fire and it's contained in that flue, it's not even going to damage it.
Wow. Yeah, you've told us before that really what you're doing is leaving it better than new, because it's got an even higher heating threshold.
So with the cover on it, it can contain a chimney fire to where it does not spread or do anything to the home. We can actually come out and clean the flue and it's ready to go again, as crazy as that sounds.
On top of that, he's got the biggest deal I think I've ever heard you guys offer before, too.
I mean, the temperatures are dropping. We dropped our deal. I mean, at this point, it's not an accessory, it becomes a necessity, and that's why we've done this.
Well, here's what they're doing. Approved Home Improvements offering 50% off all internal chimney repairs that can be completed by January 31st. So call James and his team to call him today to get your fireplace and chimney working like new, really better than new. There's the number on your screen right there. It's 314-780-6080. All right.